I'll start with Dil Awaiz. And I think I'm the only one who watched it start to finish out of the three of us. I give it 5 biscuits.
Nice.
And 5 biscuits doesn't mean perfect, but it's just everything just worked really well in this drama. The cast was very good. The casting was very good. The story was very good. The dialogues were very good. And the story evolved very organically and flowed really well. You don't get bored at any point watching this drama, even though it's a daily drama. And that's really hard to do, in my opinion, because you're putting out content every day. Now, did I watch it all without forwarding some scenes? No, because Pakistani dramas, as we all know, have a lot of flashback scenes.
Flashbacks.
Yeah. And so if I was to ding a few crumbs off of a biscuit, it would be for those. But other than that, so I'll just introduce the main cast. Kashif Mahmood is the Nawab, who is living, Nawab Shahabuddin, with his wife, Javedia Basi, who plays Roshanara, and they have a daughter, Faria. Then you also learn that Kinza Hashmi is also Nawab's daughter from a previous marriage. Well, down the line, you realize her mom belonged to a Kurta. That's where he fell in love with her, and he brought her to, gave her Izzat and brought her home to his home, had a daughter with her. But then as you keep going down, you learn there were some betrayals and, some mistrust issues were placed in between them. So Kinza Hashmi's mom passes away, and he always thinks that she betrayed him. And so he treats her daughter, mistreats her because he thought her mother was, he got betrayed by her mother. And then, obviously his wife mistreats her because even though her mom is gone from the picture, Kinza Hashmi's, which, by the way, Kinza Hashmi plays the mother in the flashbacks and plays the daughter, and they did a really good job with that. But she's never really gone from his heart. Like, he's still pining over her and never gives his current wife the love and attention she deserves. So then, things happen, and Kinza Hashmi ends up marrying Sikandar, who happens to be Kashif Mahmood's friend's son. And the friends are played by Farhan Ali Agha and Fazila Qazi, again, 2 veteran actors, great in what they do. Fazila Qazi is absolutely graceful. She is. I mean, and her dialogue delivery, the way she talks to Kinza Hashmi and kind of like guides her and tells her, I don't like the way you came into my house, but you have to, now make a place in my son's heart. And she's like very, very nice. I mean, she has her ups and downs too. She's not 100% with her bohu, but also she's trying not to be unfair to her because she also realizes that it's an unfair situation. Kinza Hashmi doesn't deserve to be mistreated either. A lot of it is not her fault. Her sister runs away. Her sister was the one that was supposed to get married to Sikandar. And then also there's a little Cinderella-esque kind of situation where Sikandar has found a paya on his way to a wedding. The wedding happens to be Kinza Hashmi's cousin's wedding. Kinza Hashmi's lost the paya, but through happenstances and different things, Fariha ends up with the other paya. So Sikandar sees Fariha in possession of the paya, then assumes it's her paya. And so he falls in love with the girl whose paya it is, not knowing that all along he's been married to that girl. And, so it was a very interesting story. And they ended it really well. In the end, the characters come around 180 degrees. There's a resolution. There's, the main issue gets resolved, and I feel like the good people win. Everybody has a happy ending, so that was really nice to see. Because a lot of times I follow dramas that start off really well, you have great chemistry, but then for whatever reason they don't end it where you feel completely satisfied.
Yeah, they rush it, or everything, or all of a sudden everything gets resolved, or like that. Or nothing gets resolved, or you have all these questions left over, and you're like,
and then nothing gets resolved. Everybody goes their separate ways, and you're just like, well, wait. So again, 5 biscuits for great casting. I must also say, Kashif Mahmood has aged really well.
Yeah,
very good when he used to be a hero, and even now, I mean, even as a father figure, he did really well, and you believed him in the Nawab role. So really, and Javedia Basi also doesn't seem to have aged at all. She fits in every role.
Really pretty.
So mashallah, everybody looked really good. And and Afan Wahid, I think I forgot to mention his name, the hero of the drama. The only thing with Afan Wahid is I felt kind of bad because throughout most of the drama, he was in the beginning he was good, like he has this like joking kind of personality, and then he, because the woman he loves leaves, he gets a lot of the he's very like somber like attitude. So he just needs to work a little bit on his expressions. You can't really tell how he's feeling by the way he looks. But he had some cute scenes with Ginza Hashmi, so I really liked.
Yeah, I really liked the scene where he took her for her birthday. And it was really cute. And she was like so giddy, and it was really cute because she was like sitting on like a high chair type thing, and her like legs were like flapping like a little kid.
Yeah, on the beach, it was so cute.
Yeah, it was very cute. It was a really
they even have a cute. They even have a cute scene when she comes back in the last episode, and he like. So, like, he's, like, cooking on the bed, like, the AC is really high, and I don't know for what reason the grown man can't pull up the cover. He's just laying there, like, shivering. And then all of a sudden you see these hands, and you obviously know it's not his mother's hands, it's Ginza Hashmi's hands. They'll pull up the covers, and as she's about to walk away, he grabs her hand, and, I mean, it was really cute. Like, as cute as, Desi people can show romance. They did a really good job. And then he like pulls her down on the bed and he's like, "Aapne hame maaf kar diya," and she's like, "Haan," and she rests her head on his shoulder and he like puts his arm around her shoulders. It was really cute. It was really, so I was very happy with the ending. Okay. Now you ladies can't really contribute to it since you didn't see it, but Hadim saw some clips, right? Some of you don't watch any of it.
Yeah, it just was hard to keep up at the daily. So like maybe we'll, now that it's on YouTube and
definitely. When you have chance.
But do you wanna? We forgot to mention this, but we do have Biscuit Awards. Any awards you want to give to anybody in this drama?
So our Biscuit Awards, I guess we can do them for best and worst, right?
Yeah.
Like best and worst.
Yeah.
I guess best villain, you mean? Like,
best
in that way worse? Yeah.
Or best overactor. That'll come in handy when Bob rolls around.
Actually,
it's hard. If I were to give a Biscuit Award, I think I'd do an overall best cast award. Because I can't single out, like, like everybody shined in their roles.
That's good.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the one criticism I did have was like the house that they were in. It was like they were in it, like they had some warehouse full of like Nawab's type of stuff, and they just filled the entire house. Whether it like matched or anything like that, and it just got to a point where it was like
okay, we get it.
Everything clashed. It was like gaudy and not like like sophisticated. So I would probably
did you also find it funny how when they were taking, I don't know if you watched this part, but when they were taking the family portrait, how the Haveli in the backdrop was like a sheet with a Haveli on it, like
oh no,
like it was a backdrop like this. I was like, why didn't they just take it in front of their Haveli? Like so maybe maybe they didn't get a house that like they couldn't find a Haveli to shoot it.
So I do. Less is more in that. Yeah,
it's funny that you mentioned that because there are a couple of scenes where like her popo and stuff that I'm like, what is this weird? Like, there's no like in a Nawab's house. I agree. I expect like this olden day decor and this like Mughal type of look, and it just looked like these weird like pink and purple diwares and stuff like normal Pakistani house.
And there were like chairs like randomly, just like opulent chairs, just like randomly around, like from what I remember. Just like so, it was just like it just didn't. And maybe
the setting could have used a little bit of help. Sure. That's true. In fact, actually, Sikandar's house looked better in my opinion. Like his decor was done a little bit better than their Haveli was.